Okay, hello everybody. Today we are going to be talking about the basic consonants in Hmong. If you notice, you do not see the H's on the end of some of these consonants. That's because that's a consonant cluster, and we will be talking about those in a different video. So please stay tuned for that. The consonants are very similar to the consonants in English, save a few, but they are written very different because the alphabet was developed by a French missionary in Laos at the beginning of the 1900s. I think that was the 18th century. Okay. Yeah, no, the 20th century. Beginning of the 20th century. Okay, the 1900s. And the consonants are, although they're very similar to English, they're written very differently. So please pay close attention. Good example of that is the P. The P is pronounced like the English letter B. Okay, ba. It is not the English letter P, pa. The English letter B, like in the Hmong word ba, which means to throw. Ba, to throw or to toss. Ba. Then we have the letter M and the letter N, and these are the exact same as English. We have the M and the N, which are the same as English. M, like in the Hmong word mu. Mu, which means to go, okay? And the Hmong word N, like in the Hmong word na, which means to eat, na. Then we have T, R, and D. These are more tricky and were probably the hardest sounds I had to learn. Some people picked these up much quicker than me, but they were hard for me. So for the T, it is on your teeth. The easiest sound is the T. Da. Okay, like right here. Tao, which means can. Gu or tao, okay? The T is on your teeth. Da. Then we have the R. Da. The R is pronounced behind your teeth. Da, which is like the word Dao. And this was the hardest sound for me to say, okay? It's almost like a machine gun, okay? Da, it's behind your teeth. Dao, which means to, like I give to you. Okay? Then we have the D. The D's further back, almost on your palate. Da, okay? Which is like in the word dua, shinji dua, which means again. See you again. Dua, okay? Now the C is another really hard sound. I picked this one up pretty easy, but it is hard for a lot of people to say, especially the younger generation of Hmong people to say this sound. Oftentimes they'll say jaw name, but that's not correct. It is a a G-Y sound, okay? A G-Y, but on the front of your mouth. Right behind the teeth, not way back here. Like I wrote right here. Gua, which means wind. Gua, okay? After this, we have the F and the V, which are pretty much the same as English. F, fa, okay? Which is pho, the noodles, the Vietnamese noodles. Pho, not pho, okay? And then we have the V, which is pretty much the same as English. V. This is V, which means crazy, okay? After this, we have the X and the S. So now these are a little bit different from English, though we have both these sounds in English. The X is just the regular English S. Like in the word sao, which means to close. Sao kadong, close the door, okay? Now, X makes the S sound. The S does not, okay? The S makes the SH sound. Sh. Like in the English word sherry. Or in the Hmong word sheep. Sheep, which means to try, okay? Sheep, to try. The Z, you've probably seen this before since you're learning Hmong. Z is like the SH sound, but you use your voice. Zh, like the word nya, zhong, which means good. Zhong, okay? And then down here we have the L, which is the same as English. La, okay? Yeah, just like the Hmong word law, which means to come. Law, this means to come. And on the bottom here, we have the Y, which is yua, yua, which means will and by. And this is the same sound as an English Y, yeah. Up here we have the K. The K is like the P. The K does not make the K sound, just like the P does not make the P sound. The P makes the B sound. K makes the G sound, G, okay? Like in the Hmong word ga, which means you. We write a K, but it's more similar to a G. Ga, okay? The Q is not in English, okay? It's way back in your throat, and it is not very aspirated. You're just gonna go ah, on the back of your throat. Your tongue is tapping. Ah, and this means tasty. Okay? The last letter is H. H is the same as English. Just like the word how, which means to drink. How day, drink water. Okay? Awesome. We're going to go over this one more time. I'm just going to run through them for you. P, ba, M, mo, mu, N, no, T, do, tao, R, do, dow, D, do, dua, C, yaw, dua, F, fa, fa, V, vo, v, X, saw, sow, S, shaw, sheep, Z, zaw, Z, jaw, zhong, L, law, Y, yaw, yua, K, gaw, Q, gaw, ga, H, haw, how. Okay, if you have any questions, please ask below this video, and I will try and answer your questions as quickly as I can. Thank you so much. See you later. Shinjidua.